Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of NASCAR Heat 3 Career Mode. I hope you're all having a great day. Today we go to Pocono in the Truck Series in Bristol for Xfinity and the Cup Series. And in the Truck Series we had subscriber Jerome in the truck. He didn't give a last name, so it's just Jerome for this one now as he went down the straightaway towards turns 1. It was a 10th position for his qualifying effort, so it wasn't that bad. So certainly starting to show some speed in our truck late in the regular season, but we're in a position where we're going to definitely need to win to get into the playoffs, and I think we only have 2 more races after Pocono to do so. But Jerome, he would continue moving his way forward as he came to the final lap. He had moved up to P7 there, getting into the grass, going a little bit wide, allowing Dalton Sargent under him as he came through on the exit of turn 3, heading down the front straightaway. Jerome was going to come through to finish in the 8th position here in Pocono, and now we come straight to the Xfinity Series where we had Dale Earnhardt Jr. in our car for this race here at Bristol. He started P1 on the pole, and he would run away with the lead throughout this race, as really no one quite had a pace that could match him. So we came straight to the final lap now as he was coming through turns 3 and turns 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. would come out of turn 4 to win for us here in the Xfinity Series. A great result for Jr. and adds on to the win total for us here in Xfinity. And now we set our sights on the Cup Series race here at Bristol. We won this race last season, so hopefully we can do the same here tonight as we come through into qualifying through turns 3 and turns 4. We would come out of turn 4 as usual to put the car on the pole at this racetrack here with a 16.895. So hopefully we can stay up top for this race here in Bristol.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series returns to the last great Coliseum for the running of the Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. One of the most popular events on the NASCAR schedule, this half-mile concrete oval is famous for its bone-rattling hits and heart-stopping finishes. To put it mildly, this race is special, and there's simply nothing quite like Bristol Motor Speedway under the lights. Only 3 races left before the playoffs start. Who will come out on top tonight? Well, it's time to find out on PRN.
Alright, we're ready to go green here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We have our rival of Martin Truex Jr. starting here on the outside of us on the front row, so that could be an issue unless we can get clear and away from him right away here on these opening laps at Bristol as we get ready to take the green flag. So it's myself and Truex P1 and P2 behind us. We got Kyle Larson on that second row. We know he's good here now as the green flag is out and we are underway in Bristol, already clear of Truex, which certainly boosts my confidence that we can get away from him as we go down into turns 1 and turns 2 for the first time here at Bristol Motor Speedway. On the exit of the corner though, Truex starts to close up on the back of me as we head down towards turn 3, but we stay comfortably ahead of our rival of Truex now as we come through on the exit of turn 4, very sideways there as we come through to cross the line, heading down into turns 1, just about lost the car and hit the wall, but thankfully we keep it straight now as we exit turn 2. Truex within about 2 car lengths or so as we go down into turn 3 on the second lap, but we would be able to maintain our gap over Truex and actually start pulling away from Truex as he started drifting backwards. So we come straight to lap 12 about 9 to 10 laps later. Obviously 9-10 laps is nothing at Bristol, so we come through with 18 to go on the stage. We had about a second and a half or so lead over second place at this point now as we come through on lap 18 in the stage, working our way through lap traffic, passing Haley Diggin just kind of all by myself at this point, but Daniel Suarez had worked his way up into the second position. And he was showing a lot of speed. He was just under 2 seconds behind me, and when we were working our way through the lap traffic, he was actually starting to close in on me, but obviously just not much really to deal with at this point. We would have these cars here in front of me that we would get past now as we come through with just 2 to go. Suarez had run me down now as he closes up on the back of us with a lap and a half to go now in the stage, but he loses some ground as we go down into turn 3 behind David Reagan. Nothing has really happened in the stage until now. These final few laps, Suarez has gotten to us as we come through to take the white flag as we go down into turns 1 just in front of David Reagan there, as Suarez is going to have to deal with him now as we exit turn 2. A comfortable gap to Suarez as we go down into turns 3. And the stage is going to actually end early, about half a lap early, so the caution comes out and we get credited with the stage 1 victory as Landon Castle's facing the wrong direction, so we can see what brought out the caution. We would not have to come to pit road, so we would get ready to take the green flag here in stage 2 now with an extra playoff point added to our name. So not much happened in stage 1, but stage 2, I'm sure we're not going to have quite the pace that we had in stage 1 due to the tire fall off. And now as we get ready to go green here for stage 2, Daniel Suarez and myself on the front row now as the green flag is back out, and stage 2 is underway behind us as Harvick and Byron is already clear of Suarez as we go down into turns 1 and turns 2 here with 28 laps to go in the second stage. Not a very good exit, and Daniel Suarez is going to put the pressure on us as we go down into turn 3. He looks to my inside, a little bit of contact made there with the 41 car, and Suarez is clear as we exit turn 4, heading down the front straightaway behind us. It's his Stewart-Haas Racing teammate of Kevin Harvick, who is also putting the pressure on me as they get a little bit sideways going into turns 1 now as we exit the corner, heading down the back straightaway. Suarez trying to pull away at this point as we send it in deep into turn 3, just about getting into the back of Daniel Suarez now as Kevin Harvick looks to my inside and he clears me as we exit turn 4. Now Clint Bowyer's starting to put the pressure on me, so the worn tire certainly coming into effect now as Harvick tries to put the pressure on his teammate of Daniel Suarez. Stewart-Haas Racing looking very strong here tonight at Bristol. First, second, and fourth behind me there as we exit turn 4, coming through down the front straightaway. Harvick makes a move for the lead now as Bowyer is right on my back bumper as we go for a little bit up the hill into turns 1, and that allows Bowyer to look to my inside as we exit turn 2 sideways again, but we keep it straight as we go down into turn 3. Now a little bit of contact with Bowyer, and he goes through to take the position, and Kurt Busch is going to follow through as well. And as we came to lap 7, now Austin Dillon had gotten to my inside as we came out of turn 2. He moves up the track and gets into the side of me as we briefly touch the wall, but he takes over the position as we would continue our way throughout this second stage. We would start moving forwards as we had passed Daniel Suarez, who had started to drift off, and now Dillon had gone past Bowyer. We were now looking to the inside of Clint Bowyer as we went down into turn 3. We're going to try a little bit of a slide job on the 14 of Clint Bowyer, and sure enough, it is successful as we come out of turn 4, up back into 4th now as we hit 15 to go here in the stage 2 as we go through turns 1 and turns 2. Now as it came to lap 24, we would make a move to the inside of Austin Dillon, dealing with this lap traffic. We would get past Dillon, and now William Byron has come through to take 4th away from Dillon as we move up into P3, making a little bit of a mistake, and that allows William Byron, our teammate, to pounce to my inside as we exit turn 2. As we go down towards turn 3 behind our teammate, the caution's going to come out and end stage 2 a little bit early, just like stage 1, and Kevin Harvick is credited with the stage 2 victory to pick up a playoff point. This time we do come to pit road for 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel. We come in the 4th position, and we would actually exit in the 2nd position as Byron gains 2 spots as well, which completely caught me off guard. I wasn't sure how that happened, but either way, stage 3 is underway here in Bristol. Behind us is Daniel Suarez and Austin Dillon. Harvick, who won the stage, isn't even in the top 5, so I was very confused of what happened. Maybe he brought out the caution and I just didn't know. Now as we come through on the exit of turns 2, heading down the back straightaway. William Byron, our teammate, in a must-win situation to advance into the playoffs, and now he leads as we exit turn 4. So far, though, it has certainly looked like it's myself and Daniel Suarez that have had the best cars consistently throughout this race, so I was pretty confident we were going to get past William Byron eventually. Now as we go down into turns 1, we're going to send it up the inside of Byron, but he tries to fight back on that outside lane as we exit turn 4, side by side at the line at his quarter panel. As we go down into turns 1, we're going to try the slide job, and sure enough, it's successful now. As we exit turn 2, Suarez, though, gets to my inside as we go down the straightaway towards turns 3, sending it in pretty deep, trying to stay clear of Suarez. We know he has a strong car capable of leading this race, but so do we as we come down the straightaway, hitting the 61 to go at this point as we go down into turns 1 and turns 2. Suarez just continuing to roll through the center of the corner better than myself, but we certainly have a better exit now as we're still side by side. As we go down into turn 3, Suarez pushing me up the hill a little bit. Clint Bowyer, his teammate, following through as we exit turn 4, nearly hitting Suarez, but he gets clear for the lead now as Clint Bowyer also comes through on the inside to make the pass as we get into the wall now, and Chase Elliott's going to get into the picture. Bowyer would pass Suarez now as it came to lap 68, approaching lap 69 on the inside of Daniel Suarez. We'd go down into turns 1, making the slide job work now as we move up to 2nd, but we get into the wall, and Chase Elliott comes through to take over 2nd place as we go down towards turn 3, trying to look up the inside of him as Clint Bowyer tries to drive away with the lead here in Bristol. Elliott would run down Clint Bowyer and actually take the lead from him here now as we hit 52 laps to go in this race. So Bowyer starting to fall off now, and as we came through on lap 74, hitting lap 75, Bowyer gets into the wall as we look to the inside of him, and now we're going to slide up through into the 2nd position through turns 1 and turns 2, trying to run down our teammate of Chase Elliott here as we come through with 39 laps to go, working our way through lap traffic at this point as there's a car blowing up in front of us as we go down the back straightaway, and that's going to bring out the caution as Matt DiBenedetto blows an engine position here, as he is not going to come to pit road though, as we get ready to restart from second place beside our teammate of Chase Elliott now, as the green flag is out and we are once again underway here at Bristol. This time only about 40 or so laps remain as we go down towards turns 1 and turns 2 side by side with our teammate of Chase Elliott, but he gets clear on the exit of turn 2 down the back straightaway as we go down towards turn 3. Daniel Suarez tries to fight up the inside of his Stuart Haas Racing teammate of Kevin Harvick, trying to take over P3 as we're all over the back of our teammate of Chase Elliott. 35 to go here in Bristol now, as you can see the smoke up ahead, and it's Matt Benedetto who is still on the track. And Daniel Suarez has gotten clear for that third position, and now he is starting to close the gap on the back of myself and Chase Elliott. Now as we exit turn 4, completing the lap. 34 to go as we go down into turns 1 and turns 2. Suarez now looking to the inside of me as we exit turn 2 down the back straightaway. A little bit of contact made there with Suarez as we go down into the third turn, as he is certainly carrying so much speed right now as he comes through on the exit of turn 4 to clear me, and we will continue to pass Matt Benedetto, the guy that was blowing up as he came through on lap 95 there. A little bit of contact with Suarez as Boyer and Kurt Busch were trying to put pressure on me, but we would be able to get away from them as it came to 26 to go now. Still right behind Suarez though, but Elliott had a pretty decent gap at this point, but we would close in on him as he was stuck behind Joey Gase. And now Daniel Suarez takes the lead with 24 laps to go as we're going to go up the inside of Chase Elliott through turns 1. A little bit of contact made, but on the exit of turn 2, Elliott continues the momentum to get clear of me. Now Suarez, he would get stuck in traffic, and Elliott would battle back to take the lead from him. As we continue to just kind of watch it happen now as we go down into turn 3, looking up the inside here at the 41 of Daniel Suarez. We use Ryan Truex as a pick to maybe get past Suarez into P2 with 17 laps to go, and sure enough, Suarez falls to third and we clear Truex. And as it came to lap 111, still Elliott stuck in traffic again. This time we look up the inside for the lead, and we take over the lead from Chase Elliott as we head down the front straightaway, crossing that line here with 14 to go. Elliott versus myself for the victory in the final lap. Certainly we've seen that before multiple times. And sure enough, he would battle back as it came to just 5 laps to go in this race. Elliott still hanging with me with Suarez in P3 as we exit turn 4. Elliott putting on the pressure versus myself for the victory as we cross the line, hitting 4 to go. As we go down into turns 1, we slide, and Elliott looks up the inside now as we exit turn 2. Side by side down the straightaway, but we're gonna back out and try the crossover on our teammate of Chase Elliott. Usually when it's been myself versus Elliott for the win, we've come out on top, but it looks like Elliott has the momentum this time as we hit the line. 3 laps to go in Bristol as we go down into turns 1. We're gonna send it up the inside, making a little bit of contact with Chase Elliott, but he has so much speed in these final laps that it looks like Chase Elliott is finally gonna be the one to come out on top of this battle between himself and I. Now that we come out of turn 4, hitting 2 to go, we get into the wall as the tires were just falling off so quickly at this point. This was probably the 4th to 5th time we battled it out with Chase Elliott for the win in the final laps, and we've come out on top every time, but this time Chase Elliott is out in front of us as we come out of turn 4 after passing me in these final laps as the white flag is in the air here in Bristol. Now Kurt Busch putting on the pressure as I have pretty much nothing left as we exit turn 2. Elliott looking for win number 1 on the season as we go down into turn 3 for the final time, sending it up the inside now of Kurt Busch, but Chase Elliott's finally going to come out on top, and he will win in Bristol as we come through to get the 3rd position just behind Kurt Busch here in Bristol. I think that was our third place finish in a row. So Watkins Glen we finished 3rd, Michigan we finished 3rd, and now we finished 3rd again here tonight in Bristol. It looked like we might have had a chance to win that race, and then Elliott just had so much speed. I tried my best to hold him off, and I just had nothing for him. He just drove right on past me, and we tried to send it up the inside a few times on him, and it almost worked, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out in our favor. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. That would all be very appreciated. In the next one, we go to Darlington for the throwback weekend. Obviously, we don't have any throwback schemes due to the 2019 DLC, but only 2 races remain now in the regular season, in our final regular season for our NASCAR Heat 3 career mode. So we'll see the playoff grid now after 24 races, I think it is now. So it will be Daniel Suarez, I think, who is the last guy still inside of the playoffs. It's been pretty close leading up into this race here at Bristol, but now Daniel Suarez has certainly opened up the gap after a great effort here at Bristol. There you see McMurray, the first guy out, 41 points. So Eric Almirola not even inside the playoffs, as Daniel Suarez, he is down in that last position. There you see Truex, Logano, Hamlin, Boyer, and Suarez there as your final positions without a win. So that'll do it for this episode. I will see you guys in the next one for Darlington. Hopefully we can come out on top there. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a great day.